I would have delivered the Quietus, but I got tuckered out. What an instrument of percussion is the human voice. It keeps time with the rhythms. Embedded in the throats of those far and wide, the patterns of thought lie that perambulate, pitter-patter and plead, Protean utterance bleeding through the voicebox at unalterable nature. But neither rain, snow, nor sleet sully its metric physique that has become all things to all people. Nary a strangulation through fingers that are steepled, never demolishing the base of the pyramid nor the various mist-like forms that breathe, although the heavy-laden zombie beats remain unamplified. Acoustic warmings unburdened of tracheal underpinnings, semantic geists roam the labyrinthine, treading the on-ramps up to various and sundry toll rationales. Logic chopping instruments divorced from heartstreams like methane perfumed pastures above the Ogallala. An unobtruded continuum of pure and painful ignorance, bent and thwarted intracranially from teachings designed to confuse, obfuscations of a pulpit-bound pedagogue, attributed by a shellacked stick, anecdotal retellings of non-probity, and Doc Martin curb stompings of young children. What an instrument of percussion is the human voice. It keeps time with the rhythms. Guttural churnings compete to blot out the innate desire for conversation. We're setting bowls of milk out to coax our loquacious tapeworms, the ones we play on repeat. And our near and dear ones, by virtue of predictive processing, can sense which of them from our smorgasbord of gut biome-born sound bites we are about to flange vomit onto Thanksgiving dinner. The heads of drumsticks beat out patterns that droop multiphasically, the sort where you can actually see the vermilion waves like bulges dripping from sources, blue and black ensembles, the camiseta with the scarf and pantalones serving as a visual backdrop. Chiropractic adjustments ripple across the town of approximately 120,000 people. Some of the clientele are instructed that they are matched in importance only by Almighty God himself. Now boarding for the final frontier flight to the heart of psychotic salience by way of dumpster discotheque. Spread your wings and fly away. Elope from the four walls you're within right now, if only for a moment, if only in your imagination. Should we experience a breach in cabin pressure, a mask will drop from the ceiling which will aerosol Joker laughing gas directly into your soul. You will then have choices other than fish or chicken, but you'll be too high to choose, darling. The tractor beings from the speakers sound fake, fraudulent like nefarious men in wigs or people paid by the Obama administration to drive around in high-emissions cars to dirty the air. There Natty Junko sits. The bird watcher nearby becomes incompetent at higher unitary integers. Again, the lyrics seem run through Google Translate a few times. The use of plaintive repetition outmoded decades ago. Oh yes, that also is how I'd follow that rousing pop folk tune, with an 80s jam complete with synthesized saxophones and popcorn rhythm guitar. Can you turn the volume up higher still? I can still hear my multiphasic droopers and I prefer them drowned. But not really. Or maybe really. I put my mom's life on hold by failing to maturate. Of this I'm sure, because I'm reminded of it so frequently. No, don't be sorry. Natty Junko flew further south, beyond Ottawa, because the people he was meeting just weren't returning the vibe. I told him, hey, find your tribe, bud. I wouldn't recommend staying at Gumby's Pizza on a night we fall back due to daylight savings time, trying to buy an extra hour of Scrabble time. It didn't turn out so favorably for me. Decaf is a dialect unto itself. That's why when I reach aphasia, I want you to pour me a tall cup and spin some Enya on the Pandora app. But you extract the synaptogenesis so well, you comfort. Place it on a petri dish and sell it as an MDMA substitute to ravers right at the right drop. Thusly, the party keeps poppin', bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Whenever I look at the Zoomers, they're never really talking to each other. That could be discomfiting, that could be the observer affecting the observed. Perhaps they're worried I'll start talking about when the bare-naked ladies were in their heyday or how much of a splash Beavis and his friend made way back when. The proto-reminiscences for when I'm aphasic, non-comorbidity-induced. Elvis impersonation monosyllabics don't count as speech. No, don't be sorry.